everybody, welcome back to YouVoluntear and the end of Games Week. I hope you enjoyed all the videos and it's come down to this. It's me, Maddie, and for my video today I wanted to tell you about my top 3 favorite games to play with friends. The first game is called Resistance. It's a little complicated to explain, so I'm going to do my best just to tell you everything. Basically what happens is that everybody gets a character card at the beginning of the game. You look at it and you put it face down. There are 2 teams, the Resistance and the Spies. Blue cards are Resistance, red cards are Spies. So while everyone looks at their character cards and they've covered their eyes up, everyone who's a spy will have a moment to open their eyes, see who the other spies are, and then the game begins. The whole objective of the game is that the Spies are trying to beat the Resistance. When the Resistance are trying to beat the Spies, we're also trying to figure out who the Spies are because nobody knows who it is. And the way that works is everyone sits at the table and the position of power goes one by one, and what it is that each mission on the board tells you how many people go on. Therefore, you can either pick yourself and one other person, or you cannot even pick yourself and just send anybody out on the team. And the rest of the group, if they agree with your choices of who should go on, can either reject or approve the mission. And what the objective for the Spies are is that if you are on a mission, you want to fail it so that as the game goes on, the more missions you fail, the more chances you have to win. But if you're Resistance, you're trying to figure out who not to take on the missions, take your fellow Resistance members, and hopefully by doing so, you weed out the Spies, because although Spies can fail a mission, Resistance can't. So if you go on a mission with somebody, or say 3 other people, and you all approve it, you know that whoever wasn't on that mission is a spy. Game number 2 is called Anomia. Anomia is a card game where you and your fellow players all sit around a table and one by one you take turns flipping a single card from the deck. Each card will have a symbol and a topic on it, and what the objective of the game is that everyone's flipping cards. If your symbol matches the symbol of another player's, you actually have to try to shout words matching the topic of the other player's card before they can say it to yours. And if you say it at the same time, you guys have to keep going until somebody no longer has anything to say about the other person's card. It's a very high stress game. I don't like playing it all the time just because when you see the other person's card and you realize that it matches, it takes a second for your brain to process. So they're already screaming at you and then you just start screaming back again. As you'll notice, this trend with my friends is that we tend to play a lot of games that involve screaming just because the louder you scream, the funnier it is. I'm not really sure why. Here's an example. I flip a card in front of me and it's a yellow diamond. My friend across the table flips a card in front of me and hers is also a yellow diamond. On my card it says male tennis players, and on her card it says ice cream flavor. Before she can think of a male tennis player's name, I have to start screaming like strawberry, cookie dough, moose tracks, and if she says it before me, then I have to give her the card. But if she's just like, whoa, what are you saying? And I'm saying all these ice cream flavors, then I get the card, and hopefully by the end of the game, you are the person that has the most cards. The third and final game I'm talking about in this video is the very much adult Cards Against Humanity. It's almost like the game Apples to Apples where everyone takes a turn being the judge and you flip a black card. On the black card it'll have a sentence, a phrase, or just like a insert fill in the blanks here, and everybody around you has white cards. On each of these white cards is either a phrase or the name of an actor or something extremely terrible, and what you're trying to do is think of the best, funniest, or weirdest answer to the black card in hopes that the judge will pick yours and you get the black card. By the end of the game, you also hope to have the most black cards to show that you truly are the worst person among your group of friends. Game cards can get a little weird. For example, you can get cards that say bees, or you can get cards that say Robert Downey Jr. being a wizard, anything like that. The possibilities are endless, and it's just more of a definitely being attuned to the type of humor you and your friends have and figuring out what they think is the best. I do warn player discretion though, especially for some younger audiences, because a lot of the cards are not extremely appropriate, and I do warn that if you're playing it, make sure that everybody you're playing with understands that this game is not to offend anybody and that you're all just there to have good fun. And I know maybe hearing this it's like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't play it, but I'm telling you now, it's hilarious and you'll have hours and hours of fun. So that's it for Game Week, everybody. Thank you so much for watching my video. I really hope you liked it. If you did, please feel free to give it a like. If you have any other games or you've played any of the games I've talked about in this video, please share in the comments below so we can get a discussion going about how awesome games are. You guys, next time, enjoy the rest of this week's next theme, and I'll see you in the future. Bye!